Hello, and thank you for listening to this episode of the Moore's October Rants. Today, I wanted to make a quick rant about how people are really immature and how people just really don't know how to behave like an actual adult. You talk to people and you have conversations with them, minded you. These are all adults that I talk to, and you can understand like even when I was like becoming a young adult, like I saw kids being so fucking immature. And it's like, I understand, like, teenagers and stuff like that. Like, a lot of them are told to grow up and act more mature, but I'm talking about adults, like grown fucking men and women. And, like, the way they act, the way they talk to each other, the way they handle situations, the things they say to each other. Like, a lot of the time, I remember, like, my early 20s when I would try to date and, try to take girls out on dates, meet them online, try to take them out, meet up with them. A lot of the time, they would never really take the conversation seriously. They'd laugh. They'd make stupid jokes. They just wouldn't really take me seriously. I already made a whole debate on that. But it's not that serious, bro. Yeah, but they don't take things seriously. A lot of the time, things are just a huge fucking joke to people. And you point that out to them and, they don't care. Like, people really only take things seriously when like they have something to gain from it. A lot of people really need to grow the fuck up. They have a very childish view of the world. And like you talk to them and they just don't understand how the real world works, the way they think and the way they operate. And I don't care if these people have a house. I don't care if they have a fancy car. I don't care if they have a wife. I don't care if they have a 401k. Whatever they think makes them an adult. They have the mindset of a child, and having all that fancy stuff doesn't make them an adult. And it's extremely embarrassing talking to these people, like I said, with their mindset. And like, I remember like I had a girlfriend. I dated some woman from Brazil, and I was going to go meet her. I was planning it. I was trying to get a plane couple of months after I met her. I was just trying to gain everything. I was trying to get like my passport renewed, and I was trying to just get everything set to go meet her. And she was very immature throughout the relationship. And this is just an example. Like, she would like yell at me and scream at me and be very like disrespectful, and it's really immature, like not know how to talk to me like a fucking adult would talk to me. And she was just very immature. She would just throw a hissy fit and leave the conversation, and she didn't get her own way. And, a couple of women have done that to me, and it's just, I'm like, bro, people are so fucking immature. Like, listening to people talk on the side of the road about other people and, like, the shit people say, and, hearing people scream at each other on the streets, like, when they're driving, and telling people to suck their dick, you stupid fucking fat bitch, go fuck yourself. Like, people just like yell at each other on the street, and just, we live in like, I already made an episode about like how people are emotional, but all of these are grown adults. Let that sink in. It's pathetic how immature these fucking people are, and usually the most immature fucking people are going to say that they're the most mature, It's kind of like when people talk about how they're so like good and they're so moral and they're so self-righteous, and usually the people that talk about that are like the least moral, and they're just compensating. But yeah, it's not something like, every time I make these rants, I have to remind myself that this is not something that I can fix single-handedly. I can't tap my fucking magic wand 3 times and automatically people are going to be more mature and know how to have a conversation like an adult and act like an adult, because immaturity has just plagued the universe in so many different areas of life, with conversations, with interactions with people. It's just a lot of different things, like how people act on airplanes, like these grown adults fighting with one another, having fist fights on Spirit Airlines. Like, grow the fuck up, people. Like that's one of the things I was talking about with raising the minimum wage. People really have the mindset of a child. They don't understand what that does, the dangers of raising the minimum wage. They live in fucking fantasy land like a child. They don't understand how the world operates and what happens when you raise the minimum wage. But That's enough for now. I don't like to make these too long because I kind of repeat myself. But like I said, I can't single-handedly change the world with immaturity. I can't make the world mature. You just have to sit back and laugh at the immaturity, and you have to realize these people are fucked, and you just have to try to be as best you can. Like, you have to. What I like to do is look at them and try to be motivation, like try to give myself motivation to not act like that. Like, be the exact opposite of that. And when you're a very mature person, that's when you really start to see the immaturity of people. So, and people can think I'm immature. That's fine. I know I'm mature. I know I'm way more fucking mature than most people. So it doesn't really bother me when people say, it doesn't really bother me. Because I know they're fucking full of shit. But anyways, thank you for listening to this episode of the Moore's October Rant series. I really appreciate all my listeners, and I'll try to make more videos soon. Thank you for listening to this video. Goodbye.